Hello YouTube, this is Angel Charms back with another Crystal Swirlz video. The little bit that I did listen to, of course this is her paranormal, what's it called?
I want to do a quick
Paranormal confession time. And from what I heard, she's basically blaming life situations on witchcraft. Let's take a listen.
live and talk about, being that it's close to Halloween time, a lot of us are watching these scary movies, a lot of us are going over the things in our lives that are not so-called normal, and it kind of makes you think. And this is, my other phone is tied up, it's not charged, so we're not going to have any call-ins. But this is more of a comment section time.
Now, the reason why her phone is, as she say, tied up, it's because of all the outlets in her house. Only a few of them work, like 2 or 3. And I guess to charge her phones, because she has 2, she would probably have to unplug something else like a microwave or the refrigerator, which of course that would be stupid because, well, it don't take long to charge a phone, but you want to keep your shit cold. So, but that's why she never has both phones charged, or at least one of them fully charged. All that money, and she didn't fix the wiring in her house. Make it make sense.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah, we want to confess. I want to hear some confessions that are not so-called normal. Okay, I want to hear you talk about anything weird that has happened to you, that you've experienced, that you've seen. Was it a ghost? Was it a dream? Was it a out-of-body experience? Okay. Did you anything that has to do with the paranormal is what we're talking about right now. And you don't necessarily have to admit that it's you. You could say that it was somebody you knew. Okay? You could say somebody you know of, this happened to. Even if you're talking about yourself, you don't have to admit that it's yourself. I'm gonna start with myself. Girl. That whole thing about vampires. Okay, that's what I want to talk about right now. Yeah, I think there's some truth to that.
What about them?
Okay, now we're gonna go into the comment section and we're gonna talk to Faye 141. It's nice to have you here, Faye.
So that was her story about vampires. That's it. I mean, what happened? Did he, suck her blood or what? I mean, is she a vampire now, as well as a witch? What's the story?
Kicked ass on my last live. You were very interactive and I appreciate it. And girl, let's talk about Faye 141. She says, I think I might be a witch. I've had 2 people die in car accidents after fucking with me and being evil towards me. Girl, don't play no games. Spill the tea.
That's not witchery. That's just shitty stuff happening to people.
Did you hex them? Did you do a spell on them? Did you burn a candle? What did you do? Be honest. You ain't gotta, girl, please, for those of you who are watching, please don't think that this can't happen. I know somebody who confessed that they killed somebody by means of the paranormal. They did a contract. I'm not gonna say what kind of contract. I think we both know what that is. And let's just say the person died in a car crash 3 months later. Now, the person who gave me this confession is no longer here with us. She's dead, but...
So the person that told you that story is dead. So did someone have a contract on her? Or is this just life happening to people?
But she told me that when she was alive, back in 2008, 2008. Now, Faye 141 said one chick was a white Latina and she tried to get over on me on rent. We were roommates. I moved out and she called me a nigger bitch. No spells. So you mean to tell me with just your sheer will alone, you caused her to die?
Give me a break.
She spilled some more tea. Faye 141 said she died 3 years later after her own friend died in a car accident. What the fuck?
Ooh, that's mysterious.
What? Damn. Now check out Angie. Okay, Angie, the ENTJ said, I never had to cast a spell for harm. It just happened whenever someone crossed me. The universe had my back.
People cross people all the time. People die all the time. It's not spells or witchcraft. It's just the circle of life. You're born, you live, you die.
Now, who knows about people like Faye 141 and Angie, the ENTJ? These are people, if you fuck with them, through their sheer will, they can make you die. I believe that there are people like that just by their sheer intention, they can fuck you up. They don't have to light a candle. They don't have to do a spell. They can actually wish death on you and it happens. I hope you do realize that there are people like that. Now I don't know exactly what to call this particular kind of, I don't want to call it a gift.
I call it bullshit. That's what I call it.
GIFT. Okay, I'm not gonna call it a gift. I'm gonna call it, help me out guys, what do you call somebody that has the ability to cause accidents, death, harm, just by wishing it on somebody? What would you call that? Go into the comment section and help me out, and let's come up with a name for that, because this is something that most people don't have a name for.
Because it don't exist. It doesn't exist. That's why there's no name for it.
This is a part of the paranormal that we don't even focus on. And we let these motherfuckers like that slip past the radar. But I can assure you, there are people out there like that.
You got receipts?
Okay, we gonna come up with a name for people like that. That by their sheer will, they can wish, they can make bad things happen to you. Let's come up with a name for it, everybody. You should put on your thinking caps, okay? Let's come up with a name for this particular thing that we've never had a name for, ever before.
Because it don't exist.
Anybody got a materialization? No, I want a cute name for these type of people because they.
And see that right there shows you that this is crap. Because if something is real, you call it what it is. You're not looking for a cute name to call it. If it's real, it will have a name, cute or not. It will have a name, not something that you're going to make up right now for this garbage that you're spewing right now.
Do exist, okay? I'm gonna call him a wishmaster. How about that? Wishmaster.
I think that's the name of a movie, ain't it? I think it is.
You are a wish master. Faye 141 and Angie, the ENTJ. I'm gonna call you somebody write that in the comment section. Because we don't have no name for this particular type of paranormal activity. But it exists and it deserves a title. Wishmaster. You a wishmaster. I made that up.
Of course you did. Just like you made up being a witch. Because if you really were one, you would have a name. You would have a term for what you're talking about right now. Wishmaster. That's a movie title.
Jay said, I've done this before. A guy I was seeing another girl, and bad things started happening to him when I found out. Some of you guys, listen, I'm not trying to scare nobody, but what I want you guys to realize is that you can't go around doing fucked up shit to people. Okay, you could be cheating on somebody that's a witch. You could be cheating on somebody that is into voodoo, or maybe this person has a special ability to make things happen with their mind. Now there are people like that exist.
And you are not one of them, because you would have what am I trying to think of? Anyway, Milkman wouldn't have beaten you over the head with a broomstick. You wouldn't have had to run from CPS in New York. You wouldn't have been taken for $5,000 on the house that you have, and then when you decided to buy it, he didn't put that $5,000 towards the purchase of the house. He made you pay the full price plus the $5,000 for when you were just renting it out. All these things that people have done you wrong by, and you didn't do anything to them, because you're not a real witch.
They could think about something and it make it happen. Maybe it's the lottery. Maybe it's meeting the right man. Maybe it's somebody does something bad to them, and that person, using their sheer will, has the effect to cause a ripple effect in the universe, and shit starts happening in your life. That's why I don't go around fucking with people.
Now, that's a lie. Because you fucked around with a lot of people on YouTube, and they all ran your ass away that first time, if you don't recall. And a couple other times with all these colorism wars that you be having within your chat, and you disappeared on that too. Why don't you use some of these spells to lose weight if you're so tired of being your size that you are? Put a spell on and grow your hair out. I don't know. Girl, stop.
I don't go around trying to hurt people on purpose.
Because you don't have that power.
Or starting trouble with people. Okay?
Yep.
Because when you do stuff, you ever heard that term, if you dig a hole for me, make sure you dig one for yourself? Okay? Now, let's...
And what do you mean by that? Yeah, it's a term, but what does it mean as far as what you're saying right now? You're just throwing terms and they have nothing to do with what you're talking about.
Think about this. You see the high rate of homicide that Tyrone has? Now, you know most black women are mammies. We are aware of that. Has it ever occurred to you that maybe, just maybe, Tyrone got a high homicide rate because he does so much wrong to black women? I'll wait. We getting metaphysical today.
And if you really wanted that to stop, you would cast a spell and it would happen. But you can't. Because you're not a witch.
Hey, if you're not ready, if this ain't for you, get the fuck up and leave the chat. We're about to get all the way funky. Because this shit just dawned on me. And it's like the divine mother feminine is spilling spiritual knowledge into my third eye. Now, what I'm coming up with right now, the information that I'm coming up with is there is a high correlation between Tyrone's high homicide and incarceration rate and death rate and the way he did black women. I'll wait. Tyrone getting his ass kicked. Tyrone is conquered. And Tyrone you ever see, even if it's a Carlton, a nice black man that he minds his business, he gets good grades in school, he was just in the wrong place at the wrong fucking time. And you sitting there racking your brain trying to make sense of this young man's death. Has it ever occurred to you that it might have something to do with either a generational curse, or maybe he crossed a witch? He could have crossed the path of a witch, or, check this one out, maybe somebody did something to somebody in his family, and that person wished death on his family members. I'll wait. I know this is fucked up, and that's why you must, I repeat, you must watch the company you keep. Now check this out. Imagine if you best friends with a motherfucker that cheats, lies, steals, has no morals, starts trouble with people. Let's say you friends with that person. Just by being friends with that person, that person could cross the path of a witch, and that witch could wish death on family members and friends. Now you in the eye of the storm. You ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but because of your affiliation, now you got a death wish on your ass.
So is that what happened to Angelo's dad? Somebody put a spell on him and he killed himself? I mean, what are you trying to say, Crystal?
Because somebody that you are affiliated with is running around fucking around with people. You see how that works? Let's say my best friend goes out of her way to steal somebody's man. She likes to go around sleeping with people's husband. She's a Jezebel type bitch. Okay? She could cross the wrong bitch, and that person, that witch that she crossed, could say, you know what, bitch? I hope your best friend dies in a car accident. I hope your best friend, I hope something fucked up happens to you, and I hope your best friend dies. I hope your family members have bad luck. Now, mind you, the family members have nothing to do with this shit. But because you fucked with, because this person that you're affiliated with, whether it's your best friend or a person you know, even if it's a person you know or care about, they putting death on your head because of the shit that they do. That's why I said it's very important to watch who you are associated with. These little friends, these little family members, your social circle, watch motherfuckers that do not have good hearts. Because you could be in the eye of their hurricane. You see what I'm saying?
Nope.
You have to be very selective with the company you keep.
Child, you ain't been selective. Nobody's selecting you. All you worried about, ooh, girl, he got a big one. Ooh, get the bag. Blah, 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 blah. Boy, this seems more like April Fool's shit than Halloween.
Because they could cross witches. You got people that actually, you know, go out of their way to fuck with people. And because you're their cousin, you're their loved one, now you got a death wish on your ass because your whole ass cousin, Shaniqua, is running around fucking people's husband. She crosses the wrong witch, and the witch pushes a hex on her whole family. Little Kim said it. Dressed in all black like the Omen. What did Little Kim say? She said, want to bumble with the bee, huh? Put a hex on your whole family. Dressed in all black like the Omen. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. You heard. Want to bumble with the bee, huh? Put a hex on your whole family. That's real shit, my nigga. And listen, as a person that practices witchcraft, I've seen it time and time again.
Girl, you don't practice
When you say,
witchcraft.
hold the fuck up, this is a Carlton. This is one of the good ones. This nigga didn't do nothing to nobody. This Shaniqua, she never slept with nobody's husband. She's a good girl. She prays. You know what I'm saying? She loans people money if they need it. She's a nice person. What the fuck happened? What caused her to be in this horrible car accident? Or God forbid, you know, she was in a shootout, minding her business, and she the one that got shot. What caused this girl to have such bad luck and bad karma? Simple. If you really, really study this shit, right? She probably was affiliated with somebody that was a fuck up. Somebody that she knows or that she's related to, or even somebody that, you know, it could have been one of her ex-boyfriends.
Okay, Crystal, so who were you affiliated with to have the life that you have right now, living in Blackistan, and that's where you live? You can claim that they're Mexican, white people, and all that kind of stuff too. They're living in Blackistan right along with you, and there's a projects right across the street from you.
He fucked around with the wrong bitch and she put a hex on all of his ex-girlfriends. This type of shit happens. I call it innocent karma.
Or at least that's what Dan said anyway. There's a projects across the street from you.
You are in the eye of a karmic hurricane that got nothing to do with you. That's why if a motherfucker's, you know, if a motherfucker ain't up to no good, they got a bad spirit, I leave them alone. Don't call my phone. Leave me the fuck alone.
Liar.
If I'm hanging out with you, right? and you fucking with fucked up people, I'm gonna leave your ass alone too. Because that's a domino effect.
Liar.
That is a domino effect.
Liar.
If you don't have enough sense to guard the company you keep and watch the company you keep, you end up in somebody's hurricane. And that could spill over onto my fucking ass.
And there goes a broom. Boom! Right across your head.
Yup. Girl, and this is something nobody, and this is the part of magic that nobody ever talks about. Now, some of you got these fathers that were pumps and dumps. They were pumpers and dumpers. Your father running around fucking this one, fucking that one. You got brothers and sisters you never even met.
Ooh, confirmation. Is that confirmation? Is that your life?
That you never even met, and
that was her
you
phone.
Wondering why you got bad luck with men.
I'll tell you right now, it ain't got nothing to do with witchcraft. Just like that one live you said, my daddy didn't show me anything. He didn't tell me about men. My daddy he didn't teach me anything. That's why I'm the way I am. So it's your daddy. It's not witchcraft. Come on now, Crystal. Come on. Girl, please. I believe you forget the things you say. That's how I know you don't stand on nothing, because you forget the things you say. They come back to bite you in your rumpity rump ass.
If your father was a piece of shit, he running around breaking hearts, making single parent households, whether it's a father, a brother, even a son, that could fuck you up. Because he gonna come across the wrong bitch. He gonna pump and dump the wrong bitch, and she gonna put a hex. She gonna say, you know what? I'm somebody's daughter, motherfucker. So being that you didn't think enough of me, I hope somebody do this shit to your daughter. And look what happened. That's why so many black women are getting pumped and dumped.
She telling her
There's
story.
a lot of witchcraft going on, man. A lot of innocent bystander witchcraft. And many black women are the victims of this bullshit. Have you ever thought to yourself, damn, I got bad luck when it comes to love? I'm a good woman. I'm faithful. I'm kind. I'm understanding. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving. And all I get is bad men. Has it ever occurred to you, maybe some nigga that was in your family, and he was a dog, and he went around dogging out people's daughters or nieces or whatever, it doesn't matter. He went around dogging out other people's family members, and now your ass got bad karma. Now you got bad karma. That's how listen, ladies, I hate to break this to you, but this is how the shit works. Nobody said it was fair. Yes. Excuses, TB Moth. I didn't know that, sweetheart. She said there's some uncrossing and cleansing rituals you can do for that. I'm in the South, and my family is into hoodoo. Yes, black women. I think a lot of you need to do that. Karmic cleansing for innocent bystanders. Everybody needs to do a spell for that. Because there's a lot of bad karma because of these niggas. Okay, and it rubbed off on you because you're the daughter. Your father dogged out somebody's daughter, pumped and dumped somebody's daughter, broke somebody's heart, and now that person whose heart he broke, they put a hex on his daughter. I hope somebody dogs out your daughter the way you dog me out. Now your ass is suffering, and you ain't got no good luck when it comes to men, and you sitting there wondering why. You can't find a husband.
You
a good woman. You successful. You beautiful, and you can't find a man to save your life. It could be because you need a ritual called innocent bystander uncrossing.
Or basically, you just shit as a woman and nobody wants you. Now, here we go with some more made up terms.
That's some shit I made up.
Boom.
You need a cleanser for that, sweetheart.
What I tell you?
Because you are innocent by.
What I tell you? Some more shit she just made up. All this is fake as fuck. All this made up shit. Let's make up a cute name. Let's do this. Innocent bystander potion. I just made it up. All this shit is made up. Made up. Made up. And if you're going to make something up and give it a name, at least test it out first to see if it works. And then you say, aha, that works. We're going to call it this. But you're not a real witch.
Because somebody in your family or your social circle is running around doing bad and a witch put a curse on you. You happen to be the daughter of this person, the cousin, the family member. Yes, girl. Yes. You somebody fucked up and now somebody put a hex on the woman and his family. Yep. That's how it works. I think every black woman should get this particular voodoo ritual called the innocent bystander uncleansed. Because I've heard too many stories of black women who got shot in the head. They standing outside their apartment building. This happened in Brooklyn. 2 girls, 29 years old, and I think the other one was 31, standing outside, and they got shot in the head by Tyrone. Both of these girls had kids. They standing there minding their business. They get shot in the head. Who remembers that?
Okay, they were innocent bystanders. They're in the wrong place at the wrong time, and that is sad. But this is not witchcraft. This is just somebody bad doing a bad thing to somebody who didn't deserve it.
A few years back, they had kids. Yep. Standing outside their apartment building, got shot in the head. Wrong place at the wrong. It could be innocent bystander karma. Okay, excuses TB Mom said, get an uncrossing oil, some sage, Florida water, and rosemary. Put it in a bath, light a candle, set an intention, and pray for generational curses to be broken. Thank you for that. If you have anything like excuses TB Moth, if you have any kind of advice to give black women how they could cleanse themselves of the debris, the karmic debris from these niggas. Because Tyrone is running around shooting up the hood, making